Hey y'all, welcome back or welcome if you're new. We had a family dinner day yesterday and we made stromboli. It was really good, but I also made a chicken Alfredo pizza because one of my daughters needed a gluten-free crust. Well, that gluten-free crust did not want to roll up correctly for the stromboli, so I just wound up making a pizza with it instead. It turned out really good though. But per usual for me, I made too much Alfredo sauce and chicken because I wasn't exactly sure how much I needed. So I have some leftovers. Let's get in this kitchen. Let's put it to good use. Did I mention we're going to make this in the air fryer? Well, we are. I've got my air fryer preheating at 375 degrees. I've got me an air fryer liner out here. And we're going to be using this today. Instead of the artisan flatbread, I had some of this in the freezer. So we're going to use this instead. Now I've cut this in half because half is probably all I'm going to be using. I'll just put the other half back in the package. Now I'm going to take me a little bit of olive oil and I'm going to brush it on my crust over here. Just a light coating. Now I'm going to take some of my Kinder's buttery garlic and herb seasoning. This is absolutely delicious, by the way. And I'm going to sprinkle some of that on my crust. Now I'm going to pop this in the air fryer for about 1 minute to let that oil and the seasoning get into the crust just a little bit. Now over here in this little pot on the stove, I've got it turned on low and I have some homemade Alfredo sauce. I will leave the recipe for the homemade Alfredo sauce down in the description box. But since it's already made, I'm just heating it up. I did want to heat it up on the stove first because you can have some separation when it sits in the refrigerator overnight. I didn't want that coming out on my pizza in a negative way, so I felt the need to heat this up first. Okay, my sauce is heated up enough. I just kind of needed it room temp to make sure that there was no separation there. Now I'm going to put my sauce on top of my pizza crust. Nope. Hold up. I'm trying to get ahead of myself. I want to take a little bit of my Parmesan cheese that I have shredded and I want to sprinkle a little bit of that on first. We're just going to have to act like that little bit of sauce ain't there. Because I'm not redoing this video just for an uh-oh. So, there you go. And now I'm going to put my Alfredo sauce on. Now y'all can build yours however you want to. You can skip that Parmesan step and just put the Alfredo sauce on. But I wanted to do it the other way, so. Now I'm going to take my chicken. Now I just used some of that Springer Mountain Farm grilled chicken when I originally made this yesterday. And I put it in a pan on top of the stove with a little butter and some Worcestershire sauce and some black pepper and some of my garlic and herb seasoning. And I heated it through before I made that pizza. So that's all you got to do. You're just going to put your chicken on here however much you want. Now I had just a little spoonful of sauce left, so I drizzled it over the top of my chicken. And we're going to add some more Parmesan cheese on the top. Alright, we're going to pop this pizza in the air fryer on 375 degrees for 5 to 6 minutes. I forgot one important step. I'm going to sprinkle some of this all over the top. Okay, so here's my Chicken Alfredo pizza. Right out of the air fryer. Didn't heat my kitchen up at all. We're going to let this cool for just a minute. Then we're going to give it a taste. Now while I'm waiting on that pizza to cool down slightly, we're going to go ahead and make us some dessert and get that going. Got me a piece of wax paper over here, and we have these cookies that we had left over. They're Heath Bar cookies. And don't worry, I didn't pay $7 for them. They were BOGO, so I only paid $3.50. I wasn't going to make cookies, so this was an easy, simple dessert. Cookies and ice cream, and everybody loved it. So we're going to take 2 of these cookies. We're going to take this one. And we're going to get us a little bit of this vanilla ice cream. I've got an ice cream scoop somewhere. It's probably over here in this drawer. But I prefer just getting it out with a spoon. We don't have to be all fancy just to get the ice cream out and make us an ice cream sandwich. So I think that's good enough. We're just going to put this other cookie on top of it. There ain't nothing hard about that at all. I'm just going to kind of mash it down a little bit. But I am going to take it and I'm going to wrap it up. And I'm going to stick this in the freezer till I get through with my pizza. Okie dokie. I'm over here with this pizza. We're going to see if we can get us a little bite of this. Oh, that's good. Okay, y'all, this is delicious. I love a good homemade Alfredo sauce. I don't care for the jarred that you get in the store. Homemade is great. Like I said, I will leave a recipe for what I made in the description box below. But I'm going to go eat my pizza. Then we're going to taste test that ice cream sandwich. Okay, y'all, I finished my pizza. Got my little ice cream sandwich right here. I kind of broke my sandwich before I put it in the freezer. There it goes. This looks delicious. Let's give it a shot. You cannot go wrong with a homemade ice cream sandwich. Perfect for this hot weather we've been having. So I'm going to go eat my ice cream sandwich. Go make you one. I had an idea hit my brain a while ago, and I thought what better time to try it out than now. So I've got me some standing stuffed taco shells. You can use whatever kind of taco shells you want. I don't even know if this is going to work, but we're going to find out. So I've got me one, just setting it right here for now. Now over here on the stove, in this little pot, I've got me just a little bit of my Alfredo sauce, because like I said, I'm just trying this out. I don't know if this is going to work or not. So I don't want to go to ruining a lot of food if it don't work. So I'm just heating me up just a little bit of this sauce. Now I'm just going to take me a little silicone brush and some of my olive oil. I'm just going to brush a little bit on the inside of this taco shell. And I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of this on. Now I'm going to take some of this Parmesan cheese and I'm going to sprinkle in the bottom of that taco shell. Then I'm going to add the rest of my leftover chicken. And now I'm going to add on me a little bit of this Alfredo sauce. Just on the top of this chicken. Now I'm going to top it with a little bit more of this Parmesan cheese. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in the air fryer for about a minute on 375 degrees. And there we go. We have a chicken Alfredo taco. Now this thing is extremely hot. So, we're going to let this cool down just a minute, but then we're going to give this a little taste just to see how it turned out. Now keep in mind, you can dress this up. You can add you some lettuce to it, some tomato if you want tomato. You could throw you some broccoli on there before you throw it in the air fryer. I mean, you know, do what you want to with it. I'm going to leave mine as is and we'll give it a taste. Okay, y'all. I have my chicken Alfredo taco ready to go. It's been cooling for a few minutes and we're going to give it a taste. I mean, hey, you don't know if you don't try it, right? This could be absolutely amazing. It could be mediocre so-so, or it could just be plain out, downright bleh, nasty. So we're going to find out. I actually like that. I actually like this. This isn't bad at all. Now, is it amazing? No, to me it's not amazing, but it is actually really good. I can see a lot of different things that you could possibly do with this, but the crunch of this taco shell really brings a lot to that Alfredo sauce and that chicken. Now, mine's just plain, so I could actually see this with some broccoli mixed in there. That would be really good. I mean, I know it's a taco shell, but who says you can't put chicken Alfredo in a taco shell? Because I just did it. And it's actually really good. So with that being said, I'm going to go eat my chicken Alfredo taco. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, go down there and give it a like. Share the video and make sure you leave me a comment below. And I'll see you in the next video.